What comes to your mind when you think about Geneva? A city of world diplomats where you can find the headquarters of WHO, WTO, Red Cross, World Bank, and of course, United Nations. But have you ever thought about Geneva as an adventure city? If not, come along on my 4-day trip to discover the unexpected side of the city where you will see me indulging in all kind of adventure and fun activities. पहुंच चुकी हूँ ज़्यूरिख और यहाँ पर मैं स्विट्ज़रलैंड वैसे तो कई बार पहले भी आ चुकी हूँ, इस बार थोड़ा स्पेशल है। मैं यहाँ पर ATWS एडवेंचर ट्रैवल वर्ल्ड समिट के लिए आई हुई हूँ और मेरी फर्स्ट एडवेंचर शुरू होने वाली है जिनीवा से। अभी मैं फ़्लाइट लेके आई हूँ, रात की 1 बजे की फ़्लाइट थी और यहाँ के सुबह के 7 बजने वाले हैं इंडियन टाइम के हिसाब से। अराउंड 10:35 हो रहे हैं और मैं अब यहाँ से ट्रेन लूँगी ज़्यूरिख से ट्रेन लूँगी जिनीवा के लिए और करीब 3 घंटे की जर्नी है, 3 hours 5 minutes और उसके बाद जिनीवा। सो लेट्स गो। After missing my train, yes, I did miss my train, and because of my stupidity, the train was right in front of me and I just did not get into it. Why? Because the stupid thing that Instagrammers and YouTubers do, I was busy shooting the content and I just missed the train which was right in front of me. But all is well that ends well, and in Switzerland, there's so much to see around, like now I'm in this train and it just came, I think within 20 minutes there was this train, and now I am on my way to Zurich. Look at the view. After reaching Geneva, I checked into my hotel, New Midi, a centrally located 4-star property by the Lake Geneva. तो जी पहुंच गए हैं हम ज़्यूरिख से, वापस पहुंच गई हूँ मैं जिनेवा। आज तो बहुत थकान हो रही है, आज तो मैं रेस्ट करने वाली हूँ और शाम को देखती हूँ, थोड़ी देर के लिए जाऊँगी, एक डिनर है बट उससे पहले तो मैं रेस्ट करने वाली हूँ। ये अच्छा सा कोजी सा बेड है, एकदम अच्छे से रहूँगी यहाँ पे। चलो बाय बाय, मिलती हूँ भाई, मैं तुमसे थोड़ी देर में, भूख लगी है, कुछ खा के आऊँगी नीचे। वैसे मैंने खा लिया था ट्रेन में बट स्टिल। Once I settled down and had a quick bite, I came out to explore Geneva. बारिश हो रही है काफ़ी, यहाँ पर रेनी सीज़न है इस वक्त। 1 हफ्ता पहले बहुत धूप निकली हुई थी बट अभी जब से मैं आई हूँ ना तब से बारिश ही बारिश हो रही है ये। One of the things that I highly recommend you when you visit any of the Swiss cities is that you take a boat tour. So the buildings are all around the lakes and it's a beautiful way to see the beauty of any Swiss city. इतनी अच्छी यहाँ पर धूप है, बहुत ही मज़ेदार है यहाँ, अच्छा लग रहा है काफ़ी। Look at the water, it's so clean. In the evening, I had a dinner planned at Chez Philippe restaurant that is owned by Philippe Chevrier, one of the most renowned Genevan chefs. Thank you. So this is run by a chef who is one of the 2 Michelin star rated chefs. How is it, Dave? Second day in Switzerland, and I'm just finishing up my breakfast and gonna rush for my watchmaking class. Yeah, that is the most interesting thing of my trip. I'm very excited for it. Renowned as the cradle of luxury watchmaking, Geneva is more fun than you can imagine. What if I tell you, rather show you how Swiss watches are made? So come along with me. I'm going to take you to a Swiss watching workshop and show you the history, how the Swiss watch industry was made in Switzerland, and how you can make your own Swiss watch. So come along with me. So Initium is a place where you can learn how to make your own watch. So let's go inside and check out from Initium, and he's going to tell us about Swiss watchmaking and why you should come and attend this workshop. So first of all, bonjour.
Bonjour.
So thanks a lot for having me over here.
It's a pleasure.
And could you tell us why people should attend a Swiss watching workshop when they come to Switzerland? Like what makes it so special?
Okay, it's a very interesting question because, when you come to Switzerland, you are in the cradle of the watchmaking in the world. And to learn more about watchmaking, you have to come in our workshop and try to disassemble and reassemble to understand how basically work watch movement.
Wow. Okay. And how long is the workshop? Like if anybody is coming here, is it a 1 hour, 2 hour? How long does the workshop take and what do they learn in that?
Okay, yes. It depends the kind of workshop. For example, the simple experience to disassemble and reassemble a watch movement will be in 3 hours, or for example, you can make your own watch in 4 hours, or maybe you can do both during 8 hours during a whole day. So you disassemble, reassemble movement, and you make your own watch by choosing all the components.
And how much does it cost?
It's around, to make the watch, it's around 2,000 Swiss francs and 3,000 Swiss francs. And to make the watchmaking experience is 350 to disassemble and reassemble the movement without to get the watch.
Okay, without the watch. So people can come here, they can make their own watch and take it also with them or not?
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. So yes, I made my first watch and now I can be a watchmaker. No, I'm gonna take you somewhere else after this. Now I'm on my way for the boat ride where we're gonna have a scenic lunch, a picnic lunch on the boat. So this clock that you see in front of you, this used to be the entry to the city. When you used to come to Geneva at that time, it used to be there. With its prime location in the heart of Europe on the banks of Lake Geneva, the city provides breathtaking views and unparalleled nature experiences. But what was truly unexpected and became one of the highlights of my Geneva trip was whitewater rafting in the middle of the city center. When you think about Geneva, you don't think about adventure sports. But I have a gentleman with me, Mr. Axel, who actually took us rafting in the middle of Geneva. Axel, tell us a little bit about the experience.
Today it was a good experience because we've got a lot of water in the river, and this river is very special because we start in middle of Geneva, even if we are in middle of nature, and after, on the second part of the river, we are in urban mode, I will say, under the bridge, between the buildings.
आज मैं जा रही हूँ विनियर्ड्स। शायद आपको पता नहीं होगा, स्विट्ज़रलैंड में बहुत अच्छी वाइन्स होती हैं, बट दे डोंट प्रोड्यूस सो मच दैट इट कैन बी एक्सपोर्टेड. वो लोग सब खुद पी जाते हैं. तो आई एम गोइंग टू अ विनियर्ड टुडे टू ट्राई आउट the wines of Switzerland. It is the third largest wine growing region in Switzerland. So I'm pretty excited. I am now going to take a tram number 18, and it will take me to Mayan village. After an 18-minute tram ride, we reached the Marin village, where our guide Gidon was waiting for us with the e-bikes. मैं जा रही हूँ biking in the vineyards. I'm going to be doing tandem biking because I will be shooting from the back. During our 3 hours e-biking and wine tasting trip, we passed through dozens of vineyards, beautiful small villages, and centuries-old cellars. Our landscape changed several times, and we stopped at 2 wineries during our ride. For a small break where we're just gonna have some water and some apple juice at this place. It's amazing. If you look at it, it's quite nice. Fermented apple juice, so it's sweeter in the beginning, and then later it starts getting more and more fermented. It's nice. Here I tried the ever sweet apple juice that quenched my thirst and prepared me for the uphill paddling I was about to do. At our next stop at Domaine du Centaure, it's time for wine tasting. Govinda, the highly experienced sommelier, improved my experience as I cherished over 10 different varieties of Swiss wines, which came from more than 30 different grape varieties cultivated in Geneva itself. Although the Swiss have been making wine since Roman times, the Swiss consume almost all of the wine produced in the country, and hardly 1% of the Swiss wines get exported. Switzerland is really big when it comes to sustainability. So whether the sustainability is in foods or it is in travel, the country is trying its best to make it as environment friendly as possible. So we're going to go there first. So we're going to pick our own ingredients and cook our food. So let's go. A qualified farmer first gave me a farm visit and explained how 100% pesticide vegetables are grown and harvested at the farm.
So our philosophy here is to avoid all type of pesticide, even the organic one. So we try to work with the biodiversity. So in the greenhouse, for instance, we actually buy some insects that we release in the greenhouse, and they will feed on the pests. So we don't need to use any type of organic pesticides. And out we try to enhance biodiversity by planting hedgerows of various type of trees that will give shelter for birds and hedgehogs and reptiles and also insects. And we have different, you can see there's one there, there's one here, and another one there. And just by having this, it allows insects to circulate through the land and to go and feed on the what we call pests.
Today I'm going to show you how sustainable food is cooked from farm to table. Just now you saw the farm, and today I'll be making my own sustainable food with a very famous chef called Matre. If you could see here, she is the one, she has written more than 2,500 recipes for different magazines like Femina and other, and she's a journalist herself, and she's been cooking from the age of 8 years. Thank you for having us here, and I cannot wait.
You're welcome.
Sana, yeah.
And I made the bechamel, so really this is my dish. Welcome.
The last day started with the delicious guided chocolate tour of Geneva.
Every shop that we're going to go to are locally made, Swiss made, and only in Geneva. We could take you to, the big ones, but then you get to Zurich, to Lugano, and you see the same ones. But we are local flavor stores, so we show you the very local ones. So all the shops will be artisanal chocolate shops, so handmade chocolates.
So what is so special about this outlet is that the master chef, there's a particular word that they use. The chef who makes the chocolates is a woman, and the chocolates which you see here are great. So the shop is this, Switzerland.net. Switzerland is the name of this shop. Switzerland chocolate. Let's go inside and check out. This is crunchy dark chocolate with almond. It's very good.
One is a dark chocolate ganache infused with verbena tea, which is an herbal tea. The other one is a milk chocolate ganache infused with lime. And there's also a praliné au grumet, which is a very thin biscuit that will give it a slight crunch. So there you go. This is for you.
Ah, merci.
And then the second chocolate, the little round dark chocolate that you see here, is the almond princess. The almond princess is a part of the dragée family, which are very old European sweets. This will be a roasted, caramelized almonds, tossed in chocolates, and covered with a very thin cocoa powder. They are highly addictive. This is for you. Hope you like it.
We wrapped up the tour with an authentic Swiss fondue lunch.
Be a good fondue partner and stir when you put your bread in. Get the cheese from the top all nice and mixed in. You pull that up. You do a little swivel, get the cheese like this, and you just pop it in.
And make sure it's not too hot, otherwise it will burn your tongue.
Delicious.
Oh, nice. Bon appetit. So this was a small trailer of how I explored the unexpected Geneva in 4 days. I hope you liked the video. In the next episode, I will take you to the Italian part of Switzerland, Ticino, where I did a 007 like daredevil act and visited the smallest village of the country. So stay tuned for the next episode. But before you go, do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Travel See Right channel.